He wasn't just a singer, he was an experience. For over 5 decades, David Bowie reinvented himself more times than any artist alive. From Ziggy Stardust to the Thin White Duke, Bowie broke every rule, but not every collaboration went as planned. Now, at 78, Bowie's close friends and biographers have shared the stories behind the 6 musicians he secretly couldn't stand working with. It wasn't about hate, it was about clashing visions, impossible egos, and the thin line between genius and chaos. Let's dive into the stories behind the tension, the talent, and the truth. Number 6. Lou Reed. Bowie admired Lou Reed deeply. He even produced Reed's hit album, Transformer. But that friendship came with storms. Reed's mood swings and fiery temper often collided with Bowie's perfectionism. One producer remembered, "They'd be laughing one minute and screaming the next." Bowie once said privately, "Lou's brilliant but impossible to hold on to." Despite their arguments, Bowie never stopped respecting him. He said later, "Sometimes you love people best from a distance." Number 5. Iggy Pop. Bowie and Iggy Pop were brothers in art and madness. They shared apartments, ideas, and chaos. But during the Berlin years, Bowie struggled to balance friendship and responsibility. He once said, "I was trying to keep Iggy alive and myself sane." Iggy's unpredictability and Bowie's control freak tendencies led to explosive fights in the studio. Yet, in Bowie's own words, "We survived each other barely." Number 4. Elton John. 2 British icons, both larger than life and both allergic to sharing the spotlight. Their tension began when Elton John called Bowie's music weird and directionless. Bowie fired back in a 1976 interview, calling Elton "Rock's Liberace." Though they later showed public respect, Bowie reportedly told a friend, "We were never meant to collaborate. He's showbiz. I'm shadows." They never performed together, and both seem perfectly fine with that. Number 3. Mick Jagger. Their friendship was as famous as it was complicated. Bowie and Mick Jagger recorded "Dancing in the Street," but the tension behind the scenes was legendary. Jagger wanted control. Bowie wanted perfection. One technician recalled, "They argued over who should stand closer to the camera." Bowie later admitted he regretted the video, saying, "We looked like 2 uncles at a wedding." Though they stayed friends, he avoided performing with Mick, again calling it too much drama for one stage. Number 2. Brian Eno. Bowie's collaboration with Brian Eno during his Berlin trilogy is considered a masterpiece, but it nearly drove both men insane. Eno was an experimental purist. Bowie was a restless visionary. Their creative sessions were brilliant but brutal. Eno once said, "Working with David was like arguing with a mirror that always wins." Bowie respected him deeply, but after Heroes and Lodger, he admitted, "We pushed each other so hard, we forgot to breathe." Number 1. Morrissey, the most surprising name on the list. Bowie invited Morrissey to open for him in the 90 Seconds, but the tour quickly fell apart. Morrissey accused Bowie of trying to control his image. Bowie responded quietly saying, "He's not wrong. I do like control." After one show, Morrissey walked off the tour, calling Bowie patronizing. Bowie never commented publicly, but years later, he said in an interview, "Some people just can't handle working with me, and that's all right." David Bowie believed collaboration was a battlefield of ideas. He once said, "Art isn't supposed to be comfortable, it's supposed to make sparks." And that's exactly what he did. He didn't need to be liked, he needed to create. And in doing so, he left behind not just songs, but entire worlds. You've been watching Hollywood Golden Stars, where we uncover the untold stories behind music's most fascinating legends. If you love true stories, rivalries, and rare insights from rock's golden age, subscribe and stay tuned. Because next time, Bruce Springsteen finally reveals the 6 artists he said he'd never perform beside again.